Hey everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage where we finally have the brand new 2020 Street Fighter on the lift. Now, bear with me. I haven't been on the lift in a little while, but we've got a lot of parts coming for this. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we got a lot of stuff going on with the Street Fighter. But today I gotta give a special thanks to Manny over at MotoMillion. He sent us these levers. We're kind of working on what is going to work on the Street Fighter from the Panigale because right now there's not many parts out there. So we've already got some parts installed. We've got the radiator guards from R&G already installed. That was kind of a tester. Took a little while last night, but we got those on. We got some spacers in the calipers. What else do? We got a couple things on here. We've got a tail coming. We've got an exhaust coming, so stay tuned. But today we wanted to do a very good install video for you guys on these levers. These levers will work for the Street Fighter and the Panigale. So these are going to basically be the same exact install on either of the bikes, okay? Same exact levers. Now, it's two tools. I think it's a 10mm and a 4mm Allen screw. We're going to walk through step by step. I want to make it educational. We'll try to make it a little bit fun, but we want to make sure that you guys see how easy it is to install what I would say the #1 modification and best modification you can do to your bike, and it's quick and easy. You can do it in the garage. So let's get into this. All right, you guys, so like I said, you guys are going to need the 10mm wrench, and then you're going to need a 4mm Allen. And on the 4mm Allen, I have like a T handle, so I found that this is really nice. So the Allen's going to go up top and the 10mm goes down below. So real quick, if you guys look real quick on the bottom here, on the other side, it's a little bit more delicate because there's a sensor in there. So you guys want to be real careful with taking this 10mm nut off. Now, once the nut comes off, you're going to remove it completely. So you can see here, just getting this off. And so once that's off, okay, we'll go ahead and grab our 4mm and right up on the top, and we're going to spin off this top nut, which is actually kind of more like a bolt. So we're going to pull this completely out. All right. All the way. There we go. It's a little slippery. All right, so once we've got this out, now the lever is going to come out. Now, I kind of did some experimenting, and you guys will see that right here, the little plunger, when you pull this out, you're going to see that little plunger kind of pop out. All right, so if you guys are going to be going back to your stock levers, it's almost impossible to get this plunger or into the rubber piece here. Okay, so we'll notice that with the new levers actually come with a new little plunger that you'll install. You'll install the plunger first. So there's little instructions in here, and it walks you through step by step. So they've got very, very good instructions on these levers. And it's going to walk you through that your little rounded end is going to go into the plunger very first. So you're going to kind of work that into the plunger. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'm going to use 2 hands real quick and then get this in the plunger. And you'll notice on the directions, again, it tells you once it's in, then you mount the levers. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside so I can get 2 hands. And we're going to get this thing. So this is probably the most tedious. So you'll see that once I kind of got it set, I kind of spin it and kind of twist it in, and it kind of works its way in. And I'm kind of working that plunger over that piece. And you want to make sure you get it all the way in so it slips over. You'll see the little groove there at the top. You want to make sure that it's all the way in and all the way over that little groove. All right, so what I ended up using is now please be careful, you guys, if you do this method, is I use a little pick to kind of pull this thing up and over the rubber onto the plunger, okay? Please be careful using the pick because these picks are very sharp and we don't want to damage this rubber piece, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and grab our lever, and we've got our lever, and it's pretty simple. So you'll see over here, you see this little tab, make sure that the plunger is going in that hole. Now, sometimes these roll around and you'll see that there's no hole. Please be sure that the plunger goes into that hole. So really all you're gonna do is line it up, get it onto the plunger, and that's it. I mean, it's literally all done. So now we're gonna grab our bolt. So we'll grab our little bolt and it's gonna go straight down and in, okay? And we're starting to thread. Now we're gonna grab our Allen wrench and down we go. And we're gonna get this just snug. We're not gonna go too tight because the locking bolt that goes underneath, so when we put the 10mm bolt back in, this is what actually is gonna really lock this thing down. So it's gonna go right on the bottom and start it. Get it nice and threaded. And again, just snug enough so we get to the end and we're just gonna snug it and that's it. Now you've got your brake lever, completely adjustable back here, which is super, super nice. And what's great about these is they're foldable. So you've got a good foldable lever, good adjustment. These levers, I mean, they're aluminum, so very, very nice, lightweight. And so yeah, we're all done on this side. Let's head over to the other side where you can see, I was messing around with this one and you can kind of see the plunger, how it's kind of messed up. So I remounted this one back on so you can kind of see it's a little messed up. So let's get this one pulled off. Now this one is more important because you'll look down here on the 10mm, you see this little sensor right here? This little sensor is right at the nut. So you'll notice that I'm using the open end on this side to get this off, and we're just quarter turns, so it's gonna take a little bit longer, but we wanna be careful of this sensor right here because that's the, that is right in the way. So once we get this off, then we'll get the 4mm Allen off the top. And so you can see here, got our 10mm, or our, 10mm nut is off. And 4mm screw pulls that out and lever comes off. And we're ready to roll on the new lever. So again, in each lever, what's really, really nice, again, like I said, the instructions, very detailed, very pictured, so very easy to see. And you'll see that little plunger, it tells you, you gotta get that thing in that plunger. And get it all the way, get it past that little nipple, you'll see the little ridge. We wanna get that thing sit in that ridge, okay? That's the important part. And so we'll see if we can get this one in this side without the pick, but it looks like, and again, what I'm doing is I'm kind of twisting it around to kind of get it started. So you can see this thing is kind of a pain in the butt. All right, so it took a little bit more finagling on this side. Now, I did noticed that we're supposed to be putting specific grease on there, and I noticed that when it came out, there was, because the bike is new, there's a pretty good amount of grease that was already on it the first time I put it in there. So you guys may want to do just a little bit of grease on that end to get that thing in the little seal, but once it's in, you're good. So again, we're going to go ahead and slide this on, and again, make sure that it's going into the little silver spot where that nipple goes. So just finagle that on, and then once you're in there, There we go, there we go, there we go. And then we're gonna thread that 4mm back in. There we go. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and tighten this one back down, the 4mm. And again, just snug. And then we're gonna grab our 10mm bolt. And again, it goes on the bottom, but please be careful around this sensor. You can see that sensor is like right there. So we're gonna thread it on by hand, use the open end, and away we go. And a good little test, see that the seal is moving freely, everything's good. You can hear the click of the sensor. So you can see here, the sensor is right there for the clutch sensor. So this is gonna be very, very important. So yeah, so it looks good. All right, so both levers are installed. Thank you again, Manny, with MotoMillion. These are TWM levers, and they are, like I said, aluminum. They are foldable, so very nice. I always encourage, keep your stock parts. So I'm gonna put these in here, and we're gonna store these away for a rainy day. If for some reason something ever happens, you've got your stock parts. But that's it. I think total time for install was about 20 minutes. So pretty basic, pretty easy, 2 tools. Pretty simple, and we're ready to get out and ride. Today we're heading back up to Berryessa, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and comment down below. We're very active in the comments, so please comment down below. Let us know, what do we need to do here in the garage? What are some ideas for the Ducati? How far should we go with this thing? I'm more of a functional person than a cosmetic person, so let's figure out some functional things to do to this. But comment down below, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course head over to Manny over at MotoMillion's website. We'll link everything down in the comment section down below, and if you guys are interested in his levers, make sure you head over to his website and tell him Cali Moto TV sent you, and he'll get you taken care of. Till next video, we'll see you then, guys. Bye bye.